Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevam Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 12, the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Text 136 onwards. Narsimha Mandir Bhitar Bahir Ashodhila, Kshanik Vishram Kari Nritya Arambhila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also cleansed the Narsimha temple inside and outside. Finally, he rested a few minutes and then began dancing. Narsimha temple is a nice temple just outside the Gundicha temple. In this temple, there's a great festival on the day of Narsimha Chaturdashi. There is also a Narsimha temple at Navadvip, where the same festival is observed, as described by Murari Gupta in his book Chaitanya Charita. So, like I was discussing the other day, 1 year we also got a chance to cleanse this Narsimha temple. Now they have closed everything. We cannot go inside. I mean, inside all the way to Garbhagriha. चारी देखे भक्तगण करे न कीर्तन मध्य नृत्य करें प्रभु मत सिंहासन. All around Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees performed congregational chanting. The Lord, just like a maddened lion, danced in the middle. Shved Kambu Vevarne Ashru Pulak Hunkara Nij Anga Dhui Age Chale Ashrudhara. As usual, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, there were perspiration, trembling, fading tears, jubilation, and roaring. Indeed, the tears from his eyes washed his body and those before him. Now, that is tears of love. Chari deke bhakta ang kaila prakshala Shravanera megha jaina kare varishan. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed the bodies of all the devotees with the tears from his eyes. The tears poured like the rains in the month of Shravan. Mahaucha Sankirtane Akasha Bharila Prabhu Ruddanda Nitya Bhumikampa Haila. The sky was filled with the great and loud chanting of Sankirtan, and the earth shook from the jumping and dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Swarupero Uchagan Prabhu Re Sada Bhaya Anande Udanda Nitya Kare Gauraraya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always liked the loud chanting of Swarup Damodar. Therefore, when Swarup Damodar sang, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high in jubilation. Ei mata katakshana nitya je kariya, Vishram karila Prabhu samaye bujhiya. The Lord thus chanted and danced for some time. Finally, understanding the circumstances, he stopped. Acharya Gosaira Putra Shri Gopal Nama Nitya Karite Tare Agya Dila Goradham. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then ordered Shri Gopal, the son of Advaita Acharya, to dance. Prema Vesha Nitya Kari Haila Murachite Achetana Hayateha Padila Bhumite. While dancing in ecstatic love, Shri Gopal fainted and fell to the ground unconscious. आस्ते व्यस्ते आचार्य तारे कैला कोले श्वास रहित देखी आचार्य हैला विकाले. When Sri Gopal fainted, Advaita Acharya hastily took him upon his lap. Seeing that he was not breathing, he became very much agitated. Narsimera mantra padi mare jal chanti hunkarera shabde brahmanda jai pati. Advaita Acharya and others began to chant the holy name of Lord Narasimha and sprinkle water. The roaring of the chant was so great that it seemed to shake the entire universe. अनेक करीला तबु न है चेतन, आचार्य कांदे न कांदे सब भक्त गान. When the boy did not regain consciousness after some time, Advaita Acharya and other devotees began to cry. तबे महाप्रभु तार बुके हस्त दीला, उठा गोपाल बलि उच्चैश्वर्य कही. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu placed his hand on the chest of Sri Gopal and said loudly, Gopal, stand up. Shunita hi Gopalera Haila Chaitana, Hari Bali Nitya Kare Sarva Bhakta Gan. As soon as Gopal heard the voice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he immediately came to his senses, all the devotees, and began to dance, chanting the holy names of Hari. Ei Lila Varniyachin Dasa Vrindavana, Atev Sankshepa Kari, Karilu Varnana. This incident has been described in detail by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Therefore, I have described it only in brief. This is a matter of etiquette. If a previous acharya has already written about something, there is no need to repeat it for personal sense gratification or to outdo the previous acharya. Unless there is some definite improvement, one should not repeat. तबे महाप्रभु क्षण एक विश्राम करिया, स्नान करि बारे गेला, भक्त गण लाया. After taking rest, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees departed to take their baths. तीरे उठी परेन प्रभु शुष्क वसन, नरसिम्हा देवे नमस्कारी गेला उपवन. After bathing, the Lord stood on the bank of the lake and put on dry garments. After offering obeisances to Lord Nrsimhadev, whose temple was nearby, the Lord entered a garden. Uddayane Vashila Prabhu Bhakta Gana Laya, Tabe Vani Natha Ila Mahaprasad Laya. In the garden, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down with the other devotees. Vaninath Rai then came and brought all kinds of Mahaprasadam. Kashi Mishra Tulsi Padicha Dui Jana, Pancha Shata Loka Yata Kare Bhojana, Tata Anna Pitha Paya Sabha Patha Ila, Deki Mahaprabhur Mane Santosha Haila. Kashi Mishra and Tulsi, the superintendent of the temple, brought as much prasadam as 500 men could eat. Seeing the large quantity of prasadam, which consisted of rice, cakes, sweet rice, and a variety of vegetables, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very satisfied. Puri Gosai Mahaprabhu, Bharati Brahmananda, Advaita Acharya Are Prabhu Nityananda. Among the devotees present with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were Paramanand Puri, Brahmanand Bharti, Advaita Acharya, and Nityanand Prabhu. Acharya Ratna, Acharya Nidhi, Srivas Gadadhara, Shankara Nandan Acharya Are Raghav Vakreshwara. Acharya Ratna, Acharya Nidhi, Srivas Thakur, Gadadhar Pandit, Shankar, Nandan Acharya, Raghav Pandit, and Vakreshwar were also present. प्रभु आज्ञा पाया वैसे आपने सार्वभौम, पिंडार परे प्रभु वैसे लय भक्त गान. Receiving the permission of the Lord, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sat down. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his devotees sat on raised wooden seats. Tar tale kari anukrama, Udyan bhari vaise bhakta karite bhojan. In this way, all the devotees sat down to take their lunch in consecutive lines, one beside the other. Haridas bali prabhu dake ghane ghana, dure rahi Haridas kare nivedan. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was repeatedly calling Haridas, Haridas, and at that time, Haridas, standing at a distance, spoke as follows. Bhakta Sangye Prabhu Karun Prasad Angikaran, E Sangye Vashite Yogya Nahi Mui Charan. Haridas Thakur said, let Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take his lunch with the devotees. Since I am abominable, I cannot sit down among you. Pache Mori Prasad Govinda Dibe Bahir Dware, Man Jani Prabhu Puna na Balila Tare. Govinda will give me prasadam later outside the door. Understanding his mind, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not call him again. See, this was the mood of Haridas Thakur. He wasn't making it up to get honored by everybody, saying, "Oh, he's such a humble devotee." He wasn't doing like that. He was really feeling like that. And Mahaprabhu understood his mind. Mahaprabhu respected his thoughts, and he did not call him again. See, the genuine mood was there, that I am fallen. I'm not fit to sit with you. Even when he was staying at Shantipur with with Advaita Acharya, but he was staying in a cave. He wasn't staying in the house of Advaita Acharya. And when Advaita Acharya gave him the first prasadam after his father's Shraddh ceremony, Haridas Thakur was saying, I don't deserve this. He said, I don't deserve this. What are you doing, Advaita Acharya? And Advaita Acharya said, well, by feeding you, I'm feeding millions of Brahmins. But this was the mood of Haridas Thakur. He wasn't showing it off. It was his inner mood. Swarup Gosai Jagadananda Damodar Kashishwara Gopinath Vaninath Shankar Pariveshan Kare Taha Ei Shat Jana Madhya Madhya Hari Dhwani Kare Bhakt Gana. Swarup Damodar Goswami, Jagadanand, Damodar Pandit, Kashishwar, Gopinath, Vaninath, and Shankar distributed prasadam, and the devotees chanted the holy names at intervals. Pulin Bhojan Krishna Purve Yaicha Kaila, Sai Lila Mahaprabhu, Mane Smriti Haila. Lord Shri Krishna had previously taken his lunch in the forest, and that very pastime was remembered by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yadyapi premaveshe Prabhu Haila sthira, Samay bujhiya Prabhu Haila Kichudhira. Just by remembering the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was agitated by ecstatic love. But considering the time and circumstance, he remained somewhat patient. Prabhu kahe mor deha lafira vyanjane, lafra vyanjane, pita paya amrita gutika deha bhakta gane. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you can give me the ordinary vegetable known as lafra vyanjan, and you may deliver to all the devotees better preparations like cakes, sweet rice, and amrit gutika. Lafra vyanjan is a combination of several green vegetables all mixed together. It is often mixed with rice and delivered to poor men. Amrit gutika is a preparation of thick puri mixed with condensed milk. It's also known as Amrit Rasavali. I'm guessing it is Malpua, but I don't know. Sarvagya Prabhu Jane Nyare Jai Bhaya Tare Tare Sahi Devaye Swarupa Dwaraya. Since Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is omniscient, he knew what types of preparations each person liked. He therefore had Swarup Damodar deliver these preparations to each devotee to his full satisfaction. Jagdanand Bedaye Pariveshana Karite Prabhur Pate Bhala Dravya Dena Achambite. Jagdanand went to distribute prasadam, and suddenly he placed all the first-class preparations on the plate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yadyapi dile Prabhu tare karen rosha, bale chale tabu dena dile se santosha. When such nice prasadam was put on the plate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord was outwardly very angry. Nonetheless, when the preparations were placed on his plate, sometimes by tricks and sometimes by force, the Lord was satisfied. And especially when Jagadanand is placing, he could not say no. Punarapi sai dravya kare nirikshan, tar bhai prabhu kichu kare na bhakshan. When the food was thus delivered, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at it for some time. Being afraid of Jagadanand, he finally ate something. Na khaile Jagadanand karibe upavasa, tara aage kichu khaya mane itrasa. The Lord knew that if he did not eat the food offered by Jagadanand, Jagadanand would certainly fast. Being afraid of this, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate some of the prasadam he offered. स्वरूप गोसाई भाला मिष्ट प्रसाद लाया प्रभु के निवेदन करे आगे दंडाया. Swarup Damodar Goswami then brought some excellent sweetmeats and standing before the Lord offered them to him. Ei Mahaprasad alpa karha aswadhana dekha Jagannath kaiche karyache na bhojan. Swarup Damodar Goswami then said, just take a little of this Mahaprasadam and see how it is that Lord Jagannath has accepted it. Etavali age kichu kare samarpana, tar snehe prabhu kichu kare na bhujan. Upon saying this, Swarup Damodar Goswami placed some food before the Lord, and the Lord, out of affection, ate it. Ei mat dui jan kare bar bar, vichitra ei dui bhaktir sneha vyavahara. Swarup Damodar and Jagadanand again and again offered the Lord some food. Thus they behaved affectionately with the Lord. This was very, very uncommon. Sarvabhaume Prabhu Vasaya Chen Vam Pashe Dui Bhakter Sneh Deki Sarvabhauma Hase. The Lord made Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sit on his left side, and when Sarvabhauma saw the behavior of Swarup Damodar and Jagadanand, he smiled. Sarvabhaume Deyan Prabhu Prasad Uttama Sneha Kari Bar Bar Karaha Bhojana. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wanted to offer Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya first-class food. Therefore, out of affection, he had the servers put first-class food on his plate again and again. This is so common in Jagannath Puri, just to keep on eating Mahaprasad. Gopinathacharya Uttam Mahaprasadani Sarvabhaume Diya Kahe Sumadhuravani. Gopinathacharya also brought first-class food and offered it to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya while speaking sweet words. Kaha Bhattacharya Purva Jada Vyavahara Kahai Paramananda Karaha Vichara. After serving the Bhattacharya with first-class prasadam, Gopinathacharya said, just consider what the Bhattacharya's previous mundane behavior was. Just consider how at present he is enjoying transcendental bliss. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was previously a Smarta Brahman, that is, one who strictly follows the Vedic principles on the mundane platform. On the mundane platform, one cannot believe that prasadam is transcendent, that Govinda is the original form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or that a Vaishnava is a liberated person. These transcendental considerations are out of the ordinary Vedic scholars' jurisdiction. Most Vedic scholars are called Vedantists. These so-called followers of Vedanta philosophy consider the absolute truth to be impersonal. And this is so widespread these days. They also believe that a person born in a particular caste cannot change his caste until he dies and takes rebirth. The Smarta Brahmins also reject the fact that Mahaprasadam, food offered to the deity, is transcendental and materially uncontaminated. Originally, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was subjected to all the rules and regulations of the Vedic principles on the mundane platform. Now Gopinathacharya pointed out how Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had been converted by the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being converted, Sarvabhauma partook of prasadam with the Vaishnavas. Indeed, he sat by the side of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, so much of transformation. Sarvabhaum kahe ami tarkik kubuddhi tomara prasade mora ei sampat siddhi. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replied to Gopinathacharya, I was simply a less intelligent logician. But by your grace, I have received this opulence of perfection. Mahaprabhu vina keha nahi daya mai, kakare garud kare, aiche kon hai. But for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvam Bhattacharya continued, who is so merciful. He has converted a crow into a Garuda. Who could be so merciful? तार्किक श्रृगाल संगे भेव भेव करी सई मुखे एव सदा कहे Krishna Hari. In the association of the jackals known as logicians, I simply continue to bark a resounding bhew bhew. Now from the same mouth I'm chanting the holy names Krishna and Hari. So this is his realization. कहाँ बहिर्मुख तार्किक शिष्य गण संगे कहाँ ये संग सुधा समुद्र तरंगे. Whereas I once associated with the disciples of logic, all non-devotees, I am now merged in the waves of the nectarian ocean of the association of devotees. As Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains, the word Bahirmukha refers to a person who is very busy tasting material enjoyment. Such a person always poses himself as an enjoyer of the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being attracted by external opulence, the non-devotee always forgets his intimate relationship with Krishna. Such a person does not like the idea of becoming Krishna conscious. This is explained by Sri Prahlad Maharaj in Bhagavatam. Materialists who are overly attracted to the material body, material world, and material enjoyment, who cannot control their material senses, are carried to the darkest regions of material existence. Such people cannot become Krishna conscious, either by themselves or by congregational effort. Such people do not understand that the goal of life for a human being is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. A human life is especially meant for this purpose, and one has to go through all kinds of penances and austerities and set aside the propensity for sense gratification. So this is a position of materialistic people. Materialists simply believe their imperfect senses and do not take instructions from the revealed scriptures. So one has to, according to Vedic civilization, one has to see through the authority of the revealed scriptures, Shastra Chakshu. One should see everything through the medium of the Vedic literature. In this way, one can distinguish between the spiritual world and material world. Those who ignore such instructions cannot be convinced of the existence of the spiritual world. Because they've forgotten their spiritual identity, such materialists take this material world as fallen. Therefore, they are called Bahirmukha. And this is what Sarvam Bhattacharya is saying, that I was like that. But mercy of Mahaprabhu, I got transformed. प्रभु कहे पूर्वे सिद्ध कृष्ण तोमार प्रीति तोमा संगे आमा सबार हाइला कृष्ण माती. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Sarvam Bhattacharya, from your previous birth you have been in Krishna consciousness. Thus you love Krishna so much that simply by your association we are all developing Krishna consciousness. भक्त महिमा बढ़ाइते भक्त सुख दीते Mahaprabhu vina anya nahi vitri jagate. Thus there is no one within these three worlds save for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always so willing to increase the glories of the devotees and give them satisfaction. This is Mahaprabhu's mercy, Mahaprabhu's magnanimity, that he is willing to increase the glories of devotees. Okay, I guess we can stop here. See anybody have any questions or comments? Okay, you all are safe and wonderful. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.